I beat the fuck out of my dick so goddamn hard.
And I wash my winky in your kitchen sink.
Fuck my pussy.
The golden age of SMG4 at its finest once again. You know, this person reminded me of something that I wanted to talk about. It's basically how I'm doing an off-branding of his bloopers, but in my own format. And what I mean by that is, you know, some people have said that I'm copying SMG4 and, you know, I'm ripping his ass off on what he does. Dude, I have my own line of things that I'm doing. I don't know where you get those assumptions from, but, yeah, you're in the wrong. When I make my own bloopers, we're literally talking that I go way overboard, more than I should, on these clips.
I understand you're angry about what happened in 2022. That's why I came to give you a second chance. You wouldn't give up on your hopes and dreams on returning to California, would you? Well,
I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna put my foot in your ass if you fuck it up again!
Hola, soy Tora!
Shit to me, I know what the fuck she said. She could be calling me a motherfucking fat old son of a bitch for all I know.
My pussy! Daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our dicks.
Let's go. Oh, look. It's a Mario's finger.
When I make my own clips, usually sometimes it consists of using like 3 to 4 different softwares, and you know, Nintendo's probably gonna throw a pissy fit about the fact that I use GH64, but hey, at least I'm not using it in wrong terms. And you know, even if I'm not getting paid by YouTube to do this, it's still a fun thing to do, so I can definitely see why he's been doing this for years. Like I said, I got way different ideas when it comes down to making my own bloopers, and people in the past have criticized me of copying SMG4, which is not the case because I've got several different ideas than he does. I'm pretty sure he hasn't done like 1,000 chapters of Make Your Mark.
Wow. Good afternoon. My name is Twilight Sparkle.
Seduce me! Bad touch, stranger danger. Shit! What the fuck up?
Or frickin' BabsCon Everfree, or any other dumbass things that I made in between.
Would you like some drugs?
Now you get out of here!
So what do you think?
My first impression is that this is a piece of shit.
I will piss in your Cheerios.
It's just a prank, bro.
What is going on here? Fuck you!
Fuck you! You wild piece of motherfucker! I'm gonna kick your I can fly!
Shit! Oh my fucking god!
Hope you're okay.
What the fuck?
So I guarantee you those were probably never on his agenda to be done, let alone Toy Story or some of the other ones that I've made in the past as well either.
Oh shit!
I'm making piss. Uh-oh. No more bitch. Whoa!
That body rock! New York! Get him stop! LA! You can't stop!
Shut the fuck up!
Okay.
Bullshit!
Mario.
See you again.
Fucker!
Project 64, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are familiar with. I can't really discuss much about it because it makes Nintendo puke, and there's that whole Aaron Peters situation that is going around, so we're just going to go ahead and close that. This one I use primarily, even with that whole Aaron Peters situation, it's still some good software. Even if it's like outdated, it's still some great software to be using. I mean, because of that whole Aaron Peters situation, a lot of the maps were removed, but there is a lot of maps, like hundreds to millions to thousands and counting. We could be sitting here making episodes for years with the amount of stuff that is still on this outdated, application that is still fun to use. This, on the other hand, is a external application for Project 64. Basically what it does is it pulls up all the commands that are available that you can use to like make animations. A person in my comment section a few months ago actually recommended that I use this software, and it has come in handy on some points. And now we also have the fun part. Not only do we have the internal applications to get these done, but we also have external components to get this done as well. I will admit, I'm not a huge fan of using artificial websites, but at some points I gotta use something to fill the void. Unfortunately, with this website being taken down, which probably could involve in, I think, a lawsuit or something, we have to look to alternatives. It's like probably 40-50% of the time I have to resort to using some other websites to fill the void, and what better way of doing that than a phone that went dead like months ago? Of course, this is like 30 to 50% of the time that I have to use something to fill the void. This is on a broken ass phone that went dead like months ago, but there is one application in particular that has been removed from like the Google Play Store that is somehow still able to work on this phone. And I don't know how the hell it's able to still keep processing when this application was removed and it's not even available on the Google Play Store anymore. And I think yet again it could also deal with the whole artificial intelligence lawsuit that is going on. But somehow this thing is able to still keep working even without proper data plan. How you have all these crazy ass people that sell like brand new iPhones and Androids with like TikTok installed because the United States government is trying to ban this Chinese application. Well, this is literally the same story with this AI generated app that is somehow still able to work despite taking off the marketplace. Now, there's not really much of a selection of like AI generated voices. I mean, you got Grand Theft Auto, Team Fortress, Simpsons, SpongeBob, Portal, celebrities like Barack Obama, Donald Trump, all those people. But this one in particular is our tab right here. Sometimes it works, other times you just have to keep rebooting the operating system to get it to work. But then again, what can you expect from a phone that was made from shitty ass software, you know? Where it loads the app and then you can't really do much and then it crashes and you have to keep reloading everything, and yeah, it's not great. Like, imagine having a phone that cusses at you with an AI generated prompt.
You bitch!
Literally. That's exactly what I'm saying. Last thing I wanted to bring to the table is this. It's a Nintendo 64 controller, except it's a USB modified Nintendo 64 controller. You can usually find these on eBay for like $10, maybe even less, maybe even more. But does it work? Yes, it does. Like, look at this shit. I'm playing Crystal Shards with the USB remote. Look at this. Oh shit, Kirby's got a flame sword, bitch. He ain't fucking around today. Like, even when I'm not making bloopers, Garry's mod is still fun to mess around with. And you know what? This software, I think, came out around the time when like Windows was still allowing like CDs to be used in their operating systems. Like, we're talking like Windows 98 technology, man. Oh, man, I miss those frickin' days. The days before, you know, all these companies started resorting to digital downloads and, you know, you had to waste gas to go to GameStop to get the newest release. Man, the good days. I fucking miss those days. Like, even when I'm not making bloopers, this software is still just fun to fuck around on. It's a great piece of equipment. Now, excuse me before I show you guys how to have a little bit of fun when you're not making bloopers. I gotta go take a fat shit. Oh! Oh! God damn. It's like EDP 445 eating a buffalo chicken. Like this map, for instance, like there's just so much old stuff around this map that, like, even when you're not making bloopers, sometimes you should just go back to it to look back in time. Like before FYE had taken over, Sam Goody was a thing. You got some of these artworks from like NSYNC and Papa Roach and Blink 182. Just so much nostalgic vibes on this map. It's freaking insane. And you know what's even funnier? As we go down a level, GameStop doesn't look like that. There's no thing as a Scholastic book place anymore, which there used to be. A good pinnacle of a lot of our nostalgic memories from like elementary and middle school. And there's just so much memories about this place. Like, this company doesn't even exist anymore. And I know, like, they tried to go for a retro feel, but I'm just saying that it doesn't exist anymore. By the way, I tried to look up this company. This company somehow doesn't exist. I literally tried to see if they existed at one point, and through the entire history of the internet that even knows what Walden Books is, there's no thing as Silly Swirls. I don't know why. You know what I find the most funniest about all this Nintendo drama? Is if this is Nintendo of America or Nintendo of Japan doing all these takedowns for Garry's mod, how come they're more assholes than fucking some other people that have like some copyrighted stuff that is in Gmod? Like, I mean, literally, look at this shit. Like, look at all these player models that I have available. I mean, I could literally select anything that is freaking copyrighted. Even Colonel Sanders is probably copyrighted. And it's all still here and all still playable. Like, Nintendo is some assholes, dude. And if it's Aaron Peters, I guarantee you Money says that he's sucking on his mommy's titties, wishing he can be all big shot and shit instead of being a little fucking keyboard warrior. Like, even shit from fucking Nickelodeon I could fucking use in this game. Like, do me a favor, look at this shit. Like, look, it works perfectly fine. Like, what the fuck? Like, what makes it even funnier is, like, I have Hot Wheels cars that are in here. I have not games, but I have stuff from, like, Grand Theft Auto and Need for Speed in here. EA is notorious for, you know, making shitty games. But then again, you have some of these models from, like, some of the older games of theirs that they still work. And, I mean, we're also talking, like, Burnout 3. Like, look at this. Burnout 3, dude, was one of the pinnacles of one of the greatest, like, games that we knew from Electronic Arts back in the early days. And this thing does work, by the way. But as I was saying was, this is what I find the most funny. You guys ready? We weld the bitches together.